Hey guys, 707 here. Welcome to St. Louis Moto 1. All the racers lined up at the gate on the screen right there. Definitely the right side of the gate is the preferred side of the gate on this track. Left side drivers are essentially forced there because they have bad gate pick. Most people don't choose the left side voluntarily. Who's going to get the jump? Gate goes down. Looks like Detail times it just perfect on that outside gate. And turns out the outside gate, he gets such a jump, it actually works out for him. He has the lead, he gets the whole shot, but Vulcan's making moves on that inside line. Detail prefers the outside, and as you can see, it gets blocked by Ump. Otherwise, Detail would have had a huge run right there. But now he's going to have to take this outside berm in the triple, just try to have to rally it back. Ump goes down in the triple. Luke and Detail trying to work it around the outside. Luke gets held up on that inside line, and Slunch is going to almost go over Opix with that happening. So lots of chaos in the middle of the pack right now. A lot of fast drivers spread all throughout the track, and that just leads to chaos. Looks like Opix getting Halo lag cheesed on the jump. Oh, a little 2 wide, 3 wide through that split section, and 3 wide yet again in the next section. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see some wrecks off that. They're not gonna be able to keep it that clean for that long. Wow, really unfortunate though, because we had some awesome battles going on right there. More drivers going through the first rhythm section. Looks like we have a battle between Vulcan and Detail yet again, inside outside. Vulcan elects to take the inside, Detail elects to take the outside, and it's going to pay off in the long run. Look at that run Detail gets in the long run. But then Ump cheeses Vulcan and Detail in the triple. Very similar move to his Heat Race move, but then he cheeses himself in the triple. Again, very similar, although Vulcan's able to recover a lot better this time. Detail's the one that got really hurt from that. He's all the way back to mid-pack now, so that definitely hurt Detail the most out of anybody. But we still have a pretty tight battle here for the lead. I think that's Blades. Oh, Ump goes down again. Luke's going to possibly pass him. Looks like he's going to pass him on the outside now, and Detail also gets by him. And the battle for the lead right now is Vulcan and Blades, and Ump has fallen way back. So this race, this moto so far proven to be a very competitive race. Reminds me a lot of the Heat races that we saw. Just position changes all over the track, and they're constantly switching up. Looks like Luke and Detail still in a pretty good battle right there. Blades and Vulcan still separated in the 1-2 position, although I think we could see Blades catch up to him eventually. Slunch right there. Oh, Detail goes down in the triple and gets Goomba stomped by Rebel. That was nice. And Rebel didn't even lose anything off of doing that. He actually lived to tell the tale from the Goomba stomp. So that was honestly impressive. As we see a battle there between Hunter and Rebel. Ump and Slunch. Huge pack with lots of fast drivers right here. All really close, really tight-knit on the track. But those top 3 drivers seem to have got away from those drivers into a pack of their own. Yeah, you're going to see all these drivers trying to force themselves in that inside line. Aw, that one driver cheeses himself, gets on the outside. I think that possibly was Rebel. And yeah, he's going to have to work extremely hard to recover from that. Taking that outside line when you're not supposed to is not going to help you at all. But Blades making moves on the outside. Looks like he's going to take over Vulcan. I love watching those alternate lines. They're going through the whoops, but yeah, Blades definitely going to have the pass on Vulcan. Don't be surprised if Vulcan fights back, though. Vulcan is actually pretty fast in this track, and you're definitely going to see him try to fight back best he can. Luke's lurking in 3rd, though, and Ump in 4th right now. Oh, Blades goes down in the finish line jump. And that's for the lead. He's down. Now it's between Luke and Vulcan for the lead for the 1-2 position. That's unfortunate for Blades. He loses plenty of position off of that. And the finish line jump isn't even that treacherous of a part of the track. Not exactly sure what happened right there. Possibly no throttle control at all, or not using the in-air mechanics. I'm not sure. Coming through the berm right here, Ump and Slunch. Looks like Blades has fallen even further back. He's lost like 5-6 positions on 1 lap. That is just extremely unfortunate for Blades. Having a win run, I mean, he honestly could have taken the win here, and now he's running mid-pack, and it's definitely going to be hard for him to recover. I mean, he's fast, he's flying on this track, but it's going to be hard for him to recover just enough to even get into podium position. Slunch trying to make moves. Hunter in the back of the pack here. Detail's fallen way back. Unfortunate. I thought he was really fast. He looked really fast earlier. I'm surprised that he's fallen so far back. Just has a rough time battling through the pack. Oh, Luke actually electing to take the outside line here. Switching it up a little bit. See if that works out. No, definitely not going to. Although he is able to protect that inside line pretty well and does gain a lot of the time back because of that. And Ump's in third at the moment. Looks like Vulcan's still holding on to his second place position. Slaunch is starting to try to get into this battle, lurking in fourth, trying to get involved a little bit. And this top four pack has evolved into their own pack, and then we have that separate pack of 5, and then Avic's way back in last. But for the most part, 2 main packs of drivers on this track so far. Seen really good racing in the first moto at the moment, and even in the heats. Track's proven to be pretty competitive. This battle for second is really entertaining between Ump and looks like Vulcan still holding on to second place. Impressive run out of Vulcan. The fact that he's holding on to second this far into the moto and looks like he's going to keep fighting. I mean, even though we're not done with the moto, you still got to give kudos to Vulcan. This is one of his best runs ever in HRL here in the Champ Series, the best of the best, and he is showing that he actually has some speed here in Supercross, which is ironic because Supercross is generally the type of track that he complains about the most. But here he is showing some great speed on a Supercross track, so definitely a long time coming for Vulcan. Lots of practice has led to this moment, and perhaps we could see him be a little bit more of a well-rounded driver next season. Going back to the lead pack here. Looks like Luke's still in the lead. Vulcan's still in second. Ump's still in third. Although Luke's not really getting away too much. This pack is staying tight-knit, and they are not... Oh, wait, hold on. Vulcan's really loose. This could be bad for him. No, he actually gets through the rhythm section clean despite how loose he was. Wow, that was impressive out of Vulcan. That could have been catastrophic for him if he made a wrong turn right there. Slaunch has fallen out of fourth place a little bit. He's kind of lost ground on this top 3 pack. He's going to have to fight his way to get back into it. And we still see separate packs spread out throughout the track. Vulcan getting aggressive. Ump gets by him. And Vulcan getting extremely aggressive. Trying to recover that position. He doesn't want to lose too much. Let's see what Vulcan does here. He definitely does have an alternate line as opposed to what Ump runs. That's going to give him a run there. Although they do even out pretty nicely. I think Vulcan actually was faster through the section, but he does not have a good run in the rollers. And loses a little bit of time, but actually doesn't lose too much. I mean, for example, Slaunch didn't even gain that much, so Vulcan's still having a solid run here at St. Louis, and Luke's still in the lead, but again, not that big of a gap between him and Ump, and even Vulcan as well, and Slaunch too. Usually in Supercross, we see whoever gets away in the lead just get away, and no one else is able to catch him. This track, however, a little bit different. It looks like the packs are staying close, and nobody has really shown to be definitively the fastest driver on the track. It seems like everybody's pretty competitive, and there's a lot of different lines. I mean, look at this. Look at this battle we're having this late in the race for deep, like, top 5 fight for position. It is insane, the battle that we're having this far into the pack at this point in the race. Usually this doesn't happen in Supercross at all, but the packs have been remaining throughout the entire race, and it's nice to see a Supercross race go like that. And I think part of that is because of the Champ Series, because we have these experienced drivers, and because there's not as much cheese going down, so the packs are able to stay closer because all these drivers are truly pretty even and pretty close in speed, and without that extra factor of cheese, they're able to battle quite effectively. Especially through the whoops. Look at that run Hunter has through the whoops. Huckabucking all over the place. Team Rejects, all 3 of them right there next to each other. That's going to be very interesting watching those guys battle. Team Rejects is actually known as a Supercross powerhouse. Very interesting to see this. They are not running pretty far up in the front of the pack, at least not at the moment. Blades did have a good run and then cheesed himself. Hopefully he can recover in the second moto. And hopefully Rebel can too, because he had a cheesy start here, even though he had a heat win. So we know he's fast. He got the heat win. Would definitely like to see him improve it. Cat didn't do too great in the heat. Is not doing too great in the motos. So perhaps he could get a better start in the second one. Maybe figure this track out a little bit. Going back to the lead. Luke still holding the lead on Ump. Although Luke gets a bad run through the whoops that time. And there goes Ump for the lead. Wow. And then Luke gets cheesed off of the halo physics right behind him. So now he's going to have to work extremely hard to get that gap back. And I don't even think the third and fourth place drivers can really do it. It looks like they have lost quite a bit of time at this moment. It seems like it's a pack of the 1-2 battle, and then the 3-4 battle, and then the 5-6 battle, and then the battles behind that between the rejects for like 7th, 8th, and 9th and such. So definitely have split off into packs of 2 now at this point in the race. One driver going down there past the finish line, and yeah, it's looking like we're starting to boil down to the last couple of laps. I think there's only 3, possibly 2 laps to go. Definitely not that many. But Luke's going to try to reel in Ump here. We're going to have to see, is he going to be able to do it? Definitely lost the lead after he had one poor run through the whoops. That just shows how much a poor run through the whoops can do to you on this track. But now he's going to have to show his speed and track down Ump on this track. Well, Ump running that inside bump aggressively. And I think Luke definitely has the faster line through that section. He runs the negative camber beautifully right there, but then Ump sweeps back across the track, and Luke's going to lose a lot of the momentum that he had just gained off of that. He's going to lose 2 or 3 goose lengths. So now he's going to have to try to gain it back through this section. They run different lines through there. You definitely see Luke and Ump both running different lines through various parts of the track. Run similar lines in the rhythms, but everywhere else they seem to run very, very different lines. Through the over-under, similar speeds through there. They're going to run the same line through this rhythm section. It's just really whoever takes it cleaner. I think, yeah, I think Luke definitely had the cleaner run that time. Gained a lot of time on Ump. Not able to make a pass, not that kind of run, but definitely gained time. You could tell there was throttle control coming out of him there. And we're going to go through here. Pretty even that time. I think that's the section Luke generally has an advantage on Ump, but that time they were pretty even. Ump had a good run. Kind of a wild card taking that inside line. Going to the final lap, what's going to happen here? Is Luke going to be able to take this position back, or is Ump going to hold on to take a championship series win after fighting to get into the championship series through the wild card? Would be very impressive to see that come out of him. We also have other battles for position still raging at other points in the track as well. But right now, we're just going to watch the lead battle and see how this boils down. And it looks like Luke definitely has some fight in him here and some speed. Oh, getting cheesed on the stalactites right there. Oh, Luke's definitely faster through the rhythm yet again, trying to fit in on that inside. Here we go through the whoops. This could be the most important part of the race. Through the berm, onto the triple, and this is going to be extremely important right here. Yeah, Ump, not a very good run. There goes Luke around the outside, side by side, around into the negative camber, back around, through the over-under, and Luke's off the track, and yeah, that's definitely going to be it. Ump's going to take the win. Luke takes second, and the other drivers a little bit further back. Slaunch takes podium, and close battle right there, but Hunter takes fourth, Blades takes fifth, Vulcan sixth. Looks like they could have been Rebel seventh, Detail eighth, and then Opix and Cat rolling around in ninth and 10th as you see the replay of that last lap battle. Hope you guys enjoyed that race. Really exciting race. Battles for position all throughout the track, not even just for the lead. You even saw in other positions there was battles all the way to that last lap. So that usually doesn't happen. At least this season that has not been happening in Supercross, but this was actually a pretty good, very enjoyable, very close Supercross race. First one of the season of that nature, so really enjoyable to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.